So I thought I'd record a video talking to you about what makes a great discussion forum post. Discussion forums are a required part of the course. You got to do the first one by Saturday night, the second one by Monday night each week, and of course weeks go Tuesday to Monday. Um, they're useful because if you're having trouble with something, you can ask in the discussion forum, or if people just post work to a question, maybe they'll be posting work to a question that you're having issues with. And that's at when I take an online course as a student, if I'm having issues, that the first thing I do is go look at the discussion forums. Okay, so they're useful. Now, some people don't use them very effectively, so I'm hoping to point you in that direction, maybe convince you that they're the way to go. So this is an example I post. It's a difficult question for students. So how do you find the average rate of change on a rational function on an interval when it's not a specific number, where there's a variable in the answer? So here's what I did notice. I said it's from the textbook, what section it's from, and then what page and exercise number. And I posted my work fairly clearly. I didn't do as an insert a file. Some people do that, and that's okay. It's just, it's much easier just to look at the problem and uh and be able to see, don't have to open up another file, download another file. If you need help in doing that, I've got another video about posting work, how to post work in a discussion forum. So anyway, so this is my work for that question, and it's okay. So that would be a great post to make. Love to see them. Okay, and just so you know, let's make sure folks know where to get the textbook in case you didn't read that. If you just Google, I've got links to it in the course. But if you just Google here, let me come back to my Google search. See, I just Googled Lipman, who's the name of one of the textbook authors, and then open Precalculus, and and one of the top hits came up as this, and there it is. And that's his textbook. It's free. You can download the full textbook, the whole book there. You can also download. Oh, there's the answers. Here's the PDF of the full textbook. We're gonna do chapters 1 through 6 entirely, and then we're going to do a little bit of 7, a little bit of 8, and then we're going to go off the book for the rest of the course. And so here's the detailed solutions, and you can download those. You can also do it by chapter. Okay, I don't know if you'd be in much use of that downloading the Word book format for you because you're not going to be modifying it. The PDF is probably better, smaller file, I suppose. Okay, so this is where you can get a copy of the PDF. You can also go buy one. I bought a brand new. This is a newer edition, and I didn't have a copy of it, so I decided to spring for it this spring. It cost me about $30 to have it shipped from Amazon. So that's a textbook. Yeah, where was I going with it? So what makes a good discussion forum post? So that's what I did and identified it. So great post, Drew. You're gonna get full credit. Now, sometimes, in particular, I post this. I had one student this last spring. All the person ever posted was, "Oh, that was very helpful." That's all they ever did. I'm not going to give once in a while, sure, no problem. It's interacting. I'm okay with that. But if this is all you ever post, I'm going to write to you. I'm going to say, I'm not giving you any more points for those kind of posts. Okay. And you got to do some work with it. You got to either ask for help, show some work, ask them help, give some help, or show some work. Okay. So then here's another example of an okay post. This is the My Open Math. Notice some things that it doesn't have. It doesn't have what section it's from. It doesn't have what exercise number. We know it's in My Open Math because it looks like that. Because they don't know what they're doing, that's okay. I mean, you're confused. But it would have made this post a little better is to say, hey, I know it's horizontally compressed because it's inside the argument. What they don't understand is how that works. And when you get there, just so you know, if maybe you already know this from earlier work, but maybe you don't. It's a problem. It's a problem area for people when you talk about transformation of functions. And this is from section 1.5. Okay, transformation of functions. If we have a times f of bx, and I won't go into the rest of it because that doesn't apply. This is a vertical transformation. It either stretches or shrinks, or it reflects it around the x-axis. If it's inside, it's a horizontal stretch or shrink. And you know it's a stretch if uh, if because what you do with the factor is going to be 1 over whatever the b is. So this is 1 over 99. So 1 over 99. So that's why it's a horizontal. Actually, what happens is it's a stretch because of the factor. If this b number is greater than 0 but less than 1, it's going to be a stretch because what it's doing. Think of it this way: getting into a math lesson. I didn't really It wasn't my plan. If I have the square root of 1/2 x, if I'm thinking about the square root of x, and I'm thinking the square root of 2x, and I drop in 4. So f of 4 here would be the square root of 4, which is 2. This is the square root of 1/2 of 4, which is the square root of 2, which is like 1 point something, right? Is it 1.7 or 1.5? But it's certainly less than 2. And if I do the square root of 2 times 4 is the square root of 8, well, that's going to be 2 point something, I don't know, 2.34, something like that. I'm guessing. I don't remember what it is. So do you see what happens? This is a stretch because it's taking longer to get to 2 at x equals 4. And this is a compression because it's higher than 2 at x equals 4. Okay, so graphically what we're seeing is here's the square root of x, here's the square root of 1/2 x, here's the square root of 2x at x equals 4. See how it's a stretch, it's growing faster. So it's taking longer. It's taking longer to get out there. Well, this one's taking longer. In fact, what do I got to do? I got to go all the way out to 8 to get to 2 for this one. This one, right? It would have to go up to there. I'd have to get to there at 8, and here it would be climbing faster. So it's a horizontal shrink because it doesn't get to 2. I'm all the way back here for the 2x one. I know that's confusing this crap. Ignore this top. When you get there, we can do more in detail. But I just want to just see why is this an okay post that it's got some problems. So, okay, I'd like to see the section number, what problem it's coming from. And if you can give us some ideas of what you've done, that's great too. I mean, if you just, sometimes you don't know how to tackle something and I need some help with this question. It's okay. I would like to see some of your thinking so we can help you to troubleshoot. Okay, so here's another one. So here's the my open math. I know I gave the quest section, so the person gave the section. It was me, but the person gave the section. There's the exercise number, but all they gave was answers. You're getting the points for the getting it correct in the my open math assignment. Here we wanted to think about some explanation. You got to tell us your thinking on that. Again, once in a while, if early on in the course, if somebody does this, I'll say, okay. In the future, I'll say, no, no dice. You need to show us some work. Okay. And this is another one that people like to do. Hey, I'm so busy, I can't post. That's 0 points. Okay. You got your warning. Don't post those things if you expect points. And then this question here is, again, it's okay, except it's an odd numbered exercise, and you have all those odd numbered exercise answers in that detailed solution. See, here we go for that question. That's what they gave you. So if you just posted answers, how do we know you didn't just copy down to the book, right? So give us some thinking. Doesn't take much thinking. What I did, see how I said this is the inside part? That's a little bit of thinking. That's okay. It's an odd number exercise though. So what I'll do, here's how I award points for this. This I would probably give you the points because you showed us some thinking, even though you've already got the answers. The answers didn't say anything about why those answers are. So you added some thinking to it. So that's okay. I probably won't say correct, or probably won't reply to it because you'd already got the answers. This one I won't give you any points for. This one I'll probably comment. 1 week I might say okay, and then as you go on, frequent say okay, but give me some work next time. And that's how I would score that. This one's okay. Again, I would probably say tell us where it's from, blah blah blah. Okay, and of course that as I said, it would be okay once in a while, not in the long run. Okay, and of course, this would be wonderful. The only other thing I'm going to say about this video is don't post answers or questions to quizzes or exams. Those can be should be emailed to me. You can email me here in the inbox, or you can email me out on using Outlook or whatever to my daniel.lemay@ccv.edu address. Okay, or the official one for BSC. Right. So, all right, I guess that's I've done this video. Let me know what you need, and I look forward to seeing your posts.